Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.
Well, hello, welcome back. It is another round of the KVJ After the Show podcast.
Yeah, Kevin, hey, we love you.
Yeah,
We love what you do. We love what you stand for.
Yeah.
What do you stand for?
Fun.
You thought about it for that long, and that's what you came up with.
Fun.
Fun. Look, you know what, man? I stand for fun, too.
Look, you can
I can tell you more about what I won't stand
worse.
for. What I stand for, I don't know. I'll tell you what I won't stand for. That's a lot longer list. That's easier to go through.
I like standing for fun.
Yeah,
that's
okay.
it's a great stance.
Yeah, I thought if I got to stand for something, what do I want to stand for? Fun. Convincing, you know. Well, hello and welcome to it. Here we are. I just had Steve on the regular show, which at least that last story probably should have been here, but, you know, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't see that twist coming. I didn't realize he was going to swallow a condom filled with...
Yeah.
Another man's semen.
Yeah.
It was edgy, but that was awesome.
Pretty like, whoa, hey, there we go.
He's a very likable guy.
Yeah, he is a great dude.
With all the comedians we always interview, there's certain ones that really are down to earth, and they're easier to talk to. He would fall in that category.
He might be my favorite. He brings it.
Yeah, he's an awesome guy.
And you can kind of, have fun with them, and he doesn't get all pissy. There's some of them you can't say anything to him.
You're right.
Yeah. You can't mess around with. And
Rob
they're just,
Schneider.
Yeah.
Rob Schneider. I mean, talk about the opposite end of the spectrum from Steve-O.
So when Norm Macdonald was in town, Kev, did he pass on us, or just it didn't work out?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Exactly. Denny's probably be able to tell you more. I don't remember what the situation was. I mean, I'm not opposed to having him on. But, and Norm Macdonald, the thing about him and with a lot of the comedians and what's tough, and we're going to probably in the future start taping a lot more of them, is, they're good and they can sit, but they're slower and more calm, And so Norm Macdonald is like one of those comedians that, if you're on that intimate personal level with him and you really know him and know how to interact with him, like he's, good with Dave Letterman, but even if you hear the interview and the podcast he did with Dave Letterman, it's slower and it's longer. And there's, a different form to all that kind of stuff. And our show moves a little bit faster, at least a regular broadcast show. And so it's kind of tough to bring somebody on that's slow moving and talk because it feels like the pacing is really slow. And when you're doing a podcast or something like that, people are there for that. There's a different mindset to the people who listen to a podcast than they do the regular broadcast show. They've specifically dialed that out. Radio, a lot of times, just passive listening, and so they want something of a different feel.
A lot of it, too, is attitude. I mean, some come in and they're very professional and they get it, and some people are like, I do not want to be doing that, and you can tell.
Some of them are just so sleepy because it's the opposite schedule from what they do. They're normally in the clubs late, still sleeping in the morning, and then they have to wake up and come do radio, and they just don't want to be here.
I mean, a guy like a Norm Macdonald, he's had his own show. He was the Weekend Update on SNL. He's been in movies. He's done a bunch of big shit. For him to wake up in the morning and do a radio interview may not be his thing.
Unless it's Howard Stern.
Well, yeah.
He's like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Well, then, I think part of it, too, there's probably almost like a performance fear going into Howard's show. Because, I mean, one, it's national. You got a bigger audience. But, there's going to be a lot of backlash. If you go on to Stern's show and you bomb and you just suck, there's going to be a lot more they're going to have to deal with than if you come on KVJ and suck.
So for what I have understood and gathered, because I listen to a lot of comedians on other podcasts talk about the radio we do, terrestrial radio, and most of them hate when they walk into a situation. It's probably why they're a little jaded. They walk into a situation where, A, the people don't know them or they want to make fun of them, and they are doing, and they don't like walking into a radio bit that they have no idea. So if we're doing a radio bit like headphone karaoke and they walk in and we expect them to be a part of that, they don't like that shit. And I kind of understand that.
I do too. It's not their arena. They didn't see it coming. They just probably think it's dorky.
Yeah, I think that's a big part of it. A lot of them think it's just dorky and stupid. It's not their kind of comedy.
We've built a career on dorky and stupid.
It's bread and butter.
That's all we got.
Yeah, it's a different feel. Comedians, they do love spoken word. I mean, like what comedian now doesn't have a podcast? They've all got
True.
freaking podcasts.
They do.
But they tape them at 11 o'clock at night after a couple of drinks.
Right.
Yeah, and it's it's got a different feel, different style.
They were saying one of Artie Lang, because Artie's doing a new podcast with the guy from Opie and Anthony.
Oh, he is.
Artie and Anthony have their own podcast.
Different than
now.
the Quitter podcast.
Yeah, but they were saying the Quitter podcast, Artie was doing a bunch, but they were saying that he would do it at 3 o'clock in the morning. I mean, so high on coke, just hammered on whiskey.
You can tell in his voice, because
Yeah.
I do listen to Artie's podcast occasionally. Sometimes he gets too inside. I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but you can tell he slurs a lot.
Yeah, well, he just had a moment where the doctor said, "Dude, if you don't stop, you will be dead." Something happened with his nose. He did blow with some hooker, and in the blow, she accidentally cracked the glass, and he snorted glass. Yeah, Artie Lang did.
Another reason why drugs are dangerous.
Terrible.
You don't know when the hoe's going to crack glass into it.
Hooker accidentally made him snort glass.
Not good for your...
Dang.
No, he's got all kind of issues with his nose now. You can even hear it when he talks.
Really?
Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Not that long ago.
Like Tuesday?
It was in the last year or so.
Wow.
Dang.
Okay. Yeah. Well, another reason I gave up blow. It's kind of excited by this. They say HBO is going to be shooting multiple endings for Game of Thrones. So they're going to do that thing where the cast won't know, nobody will know until it airs. How it ends.
I don't mind that. I don't like when they offer 3 different alternative endings and you get to pick the one you like. I don't like that shit.
No, I think they're going to do it to kind of like keep everybody guessing, because what happens is even this season, people were taking still shots. Anything they had seen promo stuff, even people on set were sneaking still shots, and then people read so much into Game of Thrones. It's so ridiculous.
Virginia, it's so annoying. A girl will have a dress on. Why was the Mother of Dragons wearing a yellow dress? Well, it's because the king wanted her brother. It's so stupid.
Yeah, so that kind of stuff. So they're going to have all that. So even if you get photos coming out, be going, I don't know, maybe that's to throw us off the scent, So
I don't need any of that to throw me off the scent. I'm already so fucking confused with that
I know,
series.
right? I don't know how you make it more confusing.
Quit throwing things in there.
Read a blog on it. That's how you make it more confusing.
I love that show, but it's a little overwhelming.
I can't handle just thinking about keeping all these characters in my brain, figuring out who they are. I hear you guys going, who's this guy? Then who's this guy? Like, no thanks.
It's tough. I kind of wonder, I'm like, will I ever go back and watch it again? And I don't know. I might. Who knows? It probably depends on what happens in the future of TV and, movies. If I'm ever like going, I don't have anything. Because it is what? You're going to talk about 8, 9 seasons or whatever it is?
And they're hour long.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I was wondering if I would ever go back and watch them again. And I don't know. It's weird the stuff I go back and watch, because I will rewatch shit. But there's stuff, for example, the Revenant with Leo DiCaprio. Thought it was a great movie. I could never watch that again. I know everything that's going to happen, but there's certain movies I'll watch and go, I have to watch this movie again.
Would you ever go back and watch Breaking Bad?
Nah, I would not.
I don't think I would either. Yeah. I mean, it was good. It was well done. When I watched it, I loved it. And, I thought it was, I just got no...
It's almost there's too much there for me to go back on. Although I did do with The Sopranos. And that's another one where I'm like, wait, who the fuck is this guy? I thought he was dead.
It's kind of one of those things. To me, it was emotionally traumatic. And there was a lot, like it weighs on you, and so it's kind of like when you go through it, you're almost tired, and it's like, I don't know that I want to go through that burden again.
There was a few episodes of Sons of Anarchy where I was watching and I didn't even realize I was clenching my stomach. And after the scene was over, I was like, oh, thank God it's over.
Yeah.
There's a couple scenes that
Like you were in it.
It was just I don't do well watching overly violent stuff. It just makes me feel very weird. Or if I see someone stab and the person blocks the stabbing with their hands and then they slide the hand with the knife on the hand. I'm just turning into such a puss when I see that.
So, anyway. Did you know that today was Pasta Pass Day at Olive Garden?
Pasta Pass Day?
Yeah, the Pasta Passport. It's, what is it? They only have it's a never-ending Pasta Pass.
Just what my ass needs.
$22,000 available, $100 plus tax. It's unlimited pasta for 8 weeks. Oh, there you go.
How much?
$100.
$100. Unlimited pasta for 8 weeks.
That's worth it.
For those who really want to take 2 months and let your body completely go.
I mean, if you were just thinking you looked too good.
I was not thinking that. In fact, I'm going the other way.
If you're just like, well, you know what? Gosh, I look awful. How could I look worse?
It is weird though. Sometimes that mentality, I look terrible. Oh, gosh, I look so fat. All right, give me the fucking pasta. It's weird how
Give me the pasta pass.
Yes. I don't know why it happens that way.
Passport to eat unlimited pasta for how many months? 8 weeks?
8 weeks, 2 months.
I could put on so much weight in 2 months.
You would look like Santa by the time Christmas was here.
I would look like Jaybird 04.
Yeah.
And then this, they have the pasta passport, 50 available, $200 plus tax, unlimited pasta for 8 weeks, plus a trip for 2 to Italy. Now, is that a drawing of that, or is just for $200 you get a trip to Italy?
No, it's a
you're in the
drawing.
drawing, I bet.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know why you speak so ill.
Maybe they do one per restaurant.
You speak ill of Olive Garden. How dare you?
It's not just Olive Garden. I don't like a chain. I usually do not care for a chain. There's a few exceptions.
gold or silver?
No, restaurant.
Okay.
I don't like a chain.
You like Outback?
Outback's okay.
What? Fuck you.
Oh, there you go.
I didn't mean to say that. It just kind of came out.
Couldn't help himself.
How dare you say that about Outback? Sorry, I was a little harsh. My bad. I don't want to get into that. Don't tell women to say fuck you.
That might have been the best comeback ever.
Simple. It's right to the point. It's basic, but effective. If you want the Pasta Pass, pastapass.com, you can go get that. Or go to an Olive Garden near you that's not shut down and currently being inhabited by hobos.
He's right.
There are a few.
There are a few.
That one on Palm Beach Lakes definitely looks like a crack den.
Oh my gosh, that Olive Garden was open in the 80s. That's when that thing was.
$500, you got to go in there, sight unseen, and spend the night.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Oh my
Okay.
gosh, yes.
No, I don't.
I'd say no,
I
too.
don't want to get stabbed or raped or both.
I don't know what's going on in there, but it can't be good, and it can't smell good.
Whatever it is, it's very rapey and it's very gross.
Yeah, I know they tried to reboard it up because people were living in there. And
People
just,
keep breaking in and living in it.
My brother used to break into the old Twin City Mall back in Lake Park. They had a mall in Lake Park, and it went out of business, I'd say, in the early 90s. And him and his buddy would break in there, and there were so many homeless people living. And he said there was shit everywhere. They would just shit on the ground. There was shit on the wall. He said there was so many people living in there, and they weren't supposed to be in there.
Would they just shit on the floor in the middle of the room?
Well, I mean, it was a mall, so you'd walk in, and people would be, laying underneath benches, but you'd be walking through, poop, poop, poop.
Dang.
yeah, if you're sitting there going, really? You got to go right here?
Sounds like Skid Row.
Well, think about it though. The mall was done. There was no lights in there. It was broken down. It was starting to fall apart. And I think people just stopped. I mean, do police patrol those kind of areas all the time? I doubt they would go in there every day.
It's amazing
if
when
it's boarded up, how would they even know that you were in there doing anything?
It's really amazing when society breaks down. People just decide to crap everywhere. Remember, like what happened in the Superdome in New Orleans?
Yes.
It said that people were just crapping all over the place. I mean, at least find a place and be like, everybody be like, hey, we're all going to crap here. But
well,
no,
they broke all the bathrooms in the
people
Superdome.
were just crapping where they were.
And the bathrooms were overflowing with feces, and so it was awful in there to even walk in.
Yeah.
That's when they started pooping in the halls.
And that's why you can't tell people about aliens, because they would just lose their fucking mind. People lose their mind for the hurricane. Imagine if you told everybody, oh yeah, aliens are coming. They'll be shitting everywhere. They'll just lose all sense of.
So what happens? First thing happens in society, people just begin to poo everywhere.
Well, release the turds.
I think you have a point though when you say just. I think when people break down a little bit and they're like, oh, "It's over. I have no hope."
Why now would I go to a bathroom?
Yeah, I think that's the mentality.
That's when you say life is lawless. I crap where I like.
No, I still want to go to a bathroom, even if it's all falling apart. I don't want to be.
Virginia, just wait till it's falling apart.
Wait till the aliens come. People shit.
I think at that point, when you're in that situation, you're like, I don't care about being exposed. It now is priority level has gone way below.
Yeah. I think
it's a high priority. You reverse your priorities, and all of a sudden you're like, yeah, I'll drop trowel and crap anywhere.
I think some people, life breaks them down. They lose hope. I think you have to lose hope first, and when hope is gone, I think you start shitting everywhere.
I'll never lose hope.
Yeah.
Good. I don't want you shitting.
When the Buckeyes lost to Oklahoma Saturday night, I dropped my pants and shit right in the living room.
See, he was a broken man.
Is that their first game or second game?
Second game, yeah.
Oh, they lost their second game?
Yeah, I know.
What the fuck?
And they got a tough weekend because they got Army this weekend. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
USA.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't beat the Army.
You feel guilty beating the Army.
And so
good luck.
they're doing an honorary military day. Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat the
'Cause,
Army.
yeah,
Beat the Army?
Yeah, it's kind of
You
like
shouldn't beat the Army.
right, exactly. It's kind of like inviting nuns in, in beer pong, and you take them down. You got to let them
Yeah,
win.
in your face, sister.
If I am playing beer pong with a bunch of nuns, my life has gone in the right direction.
We can set this up.
I don't know if you could. I think nuns.
Oh, there'd be nun costumes. They won't be real nuns.
Yeah, okay. I really want to play with nuns.
Got this email from Julian Stewart. She said, although I do not work for Chili's, I just wanted to join in with you in saying that their honey mustard is definitely different.
Thank you.
I noticed that the very day they changed it, it used to be the best.
Yes. I mean, I loved their honey mustard. And then the one person said, oh, yeah, we've definitely changed. And then everybody I asked after at Chili's, oh, no, it's the same. It's the original. And
well,
it's not.
They probably have to say that.
Look, and my job is to get to the bottom of it.
Said,
Usually does. The bottom of every sauce.
Said also Cheddar's changed their honey lime dress, and they're denying that too. I actually liked it better than their honey mustard. You guys ever been to Cheddar's?
Never.
No.
I haven't. I think there's one in Wellington.
There is. I saw that, and I think my direct quote was, holy fuck, there's a Cheddar's? I was that excited.
What
yeah,
is
it is in Wellington.
What is a Cheddar's?
I don't know, but I got excited about it.
Don't-
It's
one I
named
know of.
after cheese. It can't be bad.
Exactly. I think it is like a cheese thing.
Said, finally, DiGiorno's pizza is also definitely different.
Yeah.
I used to love it. I would all a bunch of extra toppings. Yo, make it a great big meal. And I had one last week, and it was gross.
They do stupid stuff nowadays to food to save money, to make more profit. They add crappier ingredients. They add weird fillers. They do all kinds of
Yeah.
BS to our food so they can make more money, but they don't change the price of the product. In fact, the product continues to go up in price.
The recipes of a lot of things have changed. I've noticed Oreo is big. I mean, there's so many Oreo things that taste so different than what they used to.
They're doing everything that's weird and artificial now. They've
Yes.
got a new Oreo. They're doing cookie butter Oreos. Starting on Monday, it's going to be in stores everywhere. It's graham-flavored cookies sandwiched around cookie butter flavored cream.
That's that Biscoff cookie spread. Remember that I brought in
Yeah.
here? It's the same concept. They're incorporating that into the Oreo.
But by doing all these artificial flavors, it's kind of like it's too artificially.
Yeah,
like,
one of the shittiest snacks I've had in the last 10 years, and I shit you not, I swear to you, is the Oreo churro. It is fucking horrible. Not
Really?
worth the money, dry, gross.
well, they're cranking out so many different ones, and it seems like they're so worried about coming out with something new that they're not worried about coming out with something new that's good.
Get back to the basics
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
when the Oreo was good.
Thank you.
You've changed something in your formula. They fall apart now.
Go back to square one and simplify.
What happens when I pull one out of the thing to give it to Rocco? Like, they're not connected anymore. Like, what is going on, Oreo?
The other one, too, I can't tell if it's because they're doing so many different flavors, but I kind of felt like Doritos was losing a little bit of their step. And maybe the bags.
Might be.
Sometimes you'll get a bag of Doritos, and it tastes like they didn't put any cheese on it.
You should always check the expiration
You're
date
right.
and grab from the back of the shelf the most fresh Doritos because it makes a big difference in all of your chips.
Ever since you told me that, I do that a lot, and it really does make a difference. And I noticed the one it does the biggest difference on is soda.
Yep. Soda goes bad.
You
chips
can
go bad.
You can taste the shitty. You can get 2 bottles of Coke and they taste completely different.
You want it to be the freshest, most recently made product.
Somebody said the Cheddar's on Wellington is on 441 in between Forest Hill and Southern.
Yep.
It's across the street from Best Buy.
Is it a cheese place?
What do they have?
Yeah, I'll pull up their menu.
Okay.
Yeah. No idea. I don't know anything about it. I've never been there. It's like on my to-do list. I'd love to do it, but I just have never done it. Another thing that tastes different, I can't tell, because they talk about with beer drinkers, like your palate changes, and mine definitely does, because the first time I tried an IPA, I'm like going, that's a little too much for me. And now I love IPA, so I don't know if it's that, but I've noticed the same thing with Blue Moon.
It's changed?
To me, it has. Like, I don't love it. It used to always be like, hey, that was my standard go-to. I'm going to fall back on the Blue Moon. And it almost, to me, it's starting to taste like a Coors Light.
Have you just got a better palate?
I don't know. That's my question.
Has your beer changed?
Well, the thing that a lot of people who are like the craft beer snobs, and I'm not even close to there yet, but the people who are way more advanced than me, they get all upset when their local craft brewery sells out to one of the big guys and becomes a big conglomerate now. Because they say now to mass produce and put it all over the place, they'll start cheapening the ingredients and things will change and the recipe could be tweaked.
Which I hate because that takes all the goodness out of the product.
Yeah, and when people have a palate that's that dialed in, and mine's none, I don't know beer that well, but for people that are, they start to. So I'm like, have I grown past Blue Moon or has Blue Moon changed?
Did they sell out?
I don't know. Yeah, they're a big boy now. Yeah, and the story that I originally heard about Blue Moon, I think they make it at the baseball stadium in Denver because they have a little mini brewery there in Coors Field. And the guy who was there had this beer recipe and he was making it and everybody's like, oh my gosh, I love it. But I guess it's a pain in the ass, which kind of tells me maybe they did because he had the oranges and the coriander and all this kind of stuff.
He made it good.
Yes.
With the time and the ingredients.
People would beg him to make it and they go, when are you going to make it? He's like, probably not for another Blue Moon. And so he would always tell people, and it was such a rare thing that he'd come out with, and that happened for years. And so when somebody finally said, dude, this is so good, you would make a killing on this, and came in and bought the recipe and all that kind of stuff, said, we'll make it the way you do, they called it Blue Moon because of that. Because that was always his take. So, but it tells me that it was such a pain in the ass to make that if you're a big dog and you're trying to mass produce it and all this kind of stuff, that maybe you'd be going, all right, the amount of time and effort it's going to take, and we're not going to make it back. So
I bet you they've changed it.
I wonder.
To make the money, so many of these companies are doing that.
Yeah, to me it doesn't taste the same.
I pulled up Cheddar's. If you guys have any questions for me, feel free to ask. If you want to move on, we can do that as well.
Give me the basics. What do they got?
It looks like they've got your standards.
Traditional American fare?
Pasta, chicken tenders, steaks, all that stuff. Of notable things I think you might like, I think they've got a creamy crab dip.
Okay, I'm down with the crab dip.
For the Bronx, something that he would like, they have
lettuce and ice.
They have an ice salad.
Ice salad.
Oh, they have baked potato soup. That is a big deal because no one does fucking baked potato soup.
Okay.
Outback, no offense, Virginia, they do baked potato soup.
What is baked potato soup and how is it different from potato soup?
I mean, you're right. Potato. I think it's the same thing.
Okay. I like potato soup. You ever do it with leeks?
I'm not a big leek guy. I don't. It's the green shit that's the bully ingredient.
I love leeks.
That's the one knock I have on potato soup is the fucking leeks because they're a bully ingredient.
Oh, they're so good though.
When you get the leek, you're like, ugh, I got a leek.
I got a leek. It doesn't sound delicious.
No.
It's fun to do if you're a boat owner. Go to the store and get a pack of leeks from Publix and then throw them in your boat. And when you have people on the boat one day, be like, oh my God, there's a leak in the boat.
It's leaks. We should have left that hang in the air a little bit more. that deserves silence. I actually kind of like that. You know I love corny.
It's a great trick.
I love corny shit.
Me and Magnolia did it, and we were belly laughing. Nobody else on the boat was laughing, but me and Mags were hysterical.
Because I think it takes you a minute. You're going, what?
Well, it's a lot of work on the front end.
Because I don't think a lot of people identify a leak. Like, if you put a leak in front of me, I'd be like, going, what is that? It'd be a leak? Oh, I've heard of it.
But I am a fan when you're in a situation where there's about 30 people involved, and only you and your friend are laughing. I do like those situations, and everyone thinks you're an asshole. I kind of like those situations.
I don't mind most of the people thinking I'm an asshole. As long as one person's laughing, I'm like, oh, good, we've connected.
As long as
that's all you got to do.
Get your crew with you.
Exactly.
You don't have to win the room, just the heart of one person.
Oh, exactly.
The worst is if me and Virginia are drunk and we realize that our act that we're doing is making people laugh. That can be dangerous. Because we take it up another level.
Somebody said that they went to the Cheddar's in Port St. Lucie, and they went with their boyfriend. Their waitress was so openly flirting with my man. When the bill came, she slipped him the bill with her number and hearts everywhere.
What?
Really?
Yeah.
That's ballsy.
That
is ballsy. Wow.
I wonder
he had to love it, though. He's like,
chicks are fighting over me. This is great.
I'm here with a girl. Yeah, I'm just so damn handsome that they just can't help themselves.
Baby, I'm sorry. I didn't know she was going to do that.
I kind of got to see a picture of this guy.
He's
If you have a picture of him, text it to us.
I wonder how often that does happen, though, where waitresses or waiters hit on somebody right in front of them. I mean, where it's so blatant, where they're basically saying, hey, let's go out.
In front of their partner. They're obviously on a date.
Yeah. I'm not talking about the subtle, like the arm touching. I'm talking about flat out, they are trying to bone your mate right in front of you.
I think it happens a lot.
A lot?
Because I think what happens is people are having cocktails, and maybe the waitress has done it before, and she's actually gotten somewhere with it.
Oh, I
cold.
guarantee you, if you were a waitress and you wanted to get laid once a day, you could make that happen.
I just one time would love to walk out in the world and be that damn handsome. You know, just to sometimes be in the skin of one of those people that's
just so smoking hot that they have troubles everywhere they go because people are so like, oh, I gotta get some of that.
I just like see, would I be catching chicks all over the place, like sneaking glances? Would I get little things here and there? Would it just be like, yeah, just one time, just go incognito?
One of my biggest pet peeves is when hot people complain about being too hot. Oh, does that fucking bother me?
I get so much attention. It's annoying how every guy wants to buy me a drink. Every guy wants to pick up my tab.
You guys don't realize how hard it is to be a pretty girl. It's so hard to be a pretty girl. Okay, whatever. Go fuck yourself. That bothers me so much.
Just one time. Just one time.
Dude. Now, would you rather be a pretty girl or a just gorgeous drop-dead male model?
Male model.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, a pretty girl. What, guys are hitting on me? Get out of here.
I want to be a plus-size female model. I want to work that shit.
You want to be Ashley Graham.
I do. Is that a female?
She's got great big boobs, but she's a model.
Is she the top one for the plus size?
Yes.
Got ya.
They got mad at her because she lost a little bit of weight, and they're like, "You've turned your back on us.
You have a niche going."
It's not as big. That's weird, really. So
plus size. Her fans got mad at her because they're like, "I can't believe you had the nerve to lose a little weight." She's like, "Look, I'm just trying to be healthy. You know, I'm still plus size."
But keep in mind,
she was still like a size 12 or 14, but they were yelling at her.
It's only the reason why people were mad too within the industry is because she did kind of carve out that little area. She was the supersized girl,
the big girl that was still sexy.
They don't want her to be skinny because she's got that market cornered.
You're the one. You're the shining example that.
Yes. Well, they don't want her to lose weight,
and they know they're making a ton of money off her, so they're like, "What the fuck are you doing? This is your thing."
What a great thing in life, huh? It's like you can't lose weight. You'd be going, oh my gosh, what are you doing?
She has to stay, I think, toned. I don't think she can put on weight and be, slovenly, but she definitely has she's, got more weight than your typical cocaine runway model.
Yeah. Okay.
That came out smooth.
Irma.
And you don't look disheveled right now.
It looks like Irma just hit you.
She did.
Tough day, man.
Irma hit me before Irma got here.
I hear you. All righty, time for us to go. Bud's Chicken and Seafood, 7 locations.
Yes, they're all open. I talked to Philip today.
Nice.
If you want Bud's, he said they are slammed.
Good, they should be. They have great food.
They do it. They have great food. I'm not just saying that. I grew up on it. I love it. Everybody that's tried it, they seem to really, really love it.
Go and get the seafood platter, and it's not fast food.
They
make it to order.
It looks like a fast food place because it's a drive-through, but it's really not fast food at all.
They make it to order. It's going to be delicious, and you're going to be really impressed.
All righty, there you go. So you guys enjoy your day. We got just one more before we get to the weekend. It's going to be kind of a weird weekend. Is it going to feel like a weekend when you go to the weekend, or is it going to be like,
We're going to need this weekend.
I hear you.
I mean, everybody should just take this weekend to have some fun, let your hair down, relax, and breathe.
You got any plans yet? Any thoughts on what you're doing this weekend, Virginia?
I'm going to Miami.
You are? What are you doing?
It's the Depeche Mode concert.
That's right, AAA tomorrow night.
So, yeah, they haven't canceled it. They said yesterday it's on. So Panda and I, right after he finishes work tomorrow night, we're driving down to Miami, going to the show, and then we got a hotel room.
Oh, look out!
There's gonna be some love in the air.
Where you guys staying? Miami
I think we're gonna
Beach,
stay close. I thought about Miami Beach, but I think we're gonna actually stay in the Brickell area, right close to the arena.
Yeah. They got some good places there, yeah.
Too far of a whole thing. It's a couple. We might stay at the W.
Okay, that's a good little spot. Yeah.
I like a funky hotel. The W brings it, funky style.
Yeah, a lot of cool places there. Good.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. It sounds like a lot of fun.
You
Very
can
cool.
come. You know, you're always welcome.
I'm all in. I'm all in.
Double date.
I am all out. Oh,
I would like to do that. I was thinking about that. I was like, Depeche Mode sounds good. I don't know if I can get Kim there. I might, if I can get free tickets, go to Brad Paisley. But we don't even I don't even go watch. I go and just kind of take in the ambiance. I usually sit at the bar there and then leave. So it's like weird. I don't even watch concerts.
Gotcha.
I'm an odd dude like that. So
yeah, my panda loves Depeche Mode, so we have to get there before it starts, and we're staying till the very end.
I was listening to him last night. I was going through. I'm like, oh my gosh, there's so many great songs. So
you can
I
tell
get it.
Panda's getting excited because all his posts on Facebook are Depeche Mode quotes.
okay. A lyric.
Oh, we're
Lyric
ramping in.
post.
It's
Oh,
full
yeah.
DEFCON 5 Depeche Mode.
Good for him. Very cool.
I kind of like your weird little tick. You go to concerts but don't watch the concert. You kind of get hammered. I like that.
Yeah, it's weird. I usually go to the tiki bar there, and you kind of hear what's going on. I just like being around people.
Yeah,
know?
you're a big ambiance guy.
I'm
That's
an
the first thing you
ambiance.
taught me about radio. You want to create a good ambiance.
Yeah.
I remember that was a big buzzword for Kev.
Yeah, I kind of like being in the energy. I just love being around people and talking to people. So that's usually what I do. I go and just talk to people and all that kind of stuff. And, the queen her attention span is like a rabbit. So, it doesn't
A
work
baby
to sit there.
rabbit.
Yeah. Doesn't pay. And then Saturday, the Gators play Tennessee. And hopefully going to go to a Key Lime House. It's a Gator bar.
Nice.
Yeah. So I might go there and watch the game, be on the water, and see what's going on. So
Look at you.
yeah, weekend stuff. That's the
Out with
initial
the
plans.
people.
Yeah.
I want to go see Steve-O. That might be fun to do Saturday nights.
Maybe. Yeah.
Oh, he's so funny.
Maybe. Yeah, I know Kim loves him, but she'd only watch him for 5 minutes. So. We go before he does his first joke. We're out the door. So, all right, y'all have an awesome day. We'll talk to you for your Friday on the KVJ show. Goodbye.
Cleveland Clinic, Florida provides individualized treatment plans for excellent outcomes of health problems ranging from the most common to the most complex, even in cases considered untreatable by others. Cleveland Clinic, Florida. Every life deserves world-class care.